everyone, it's Liza with Gatehouse with some tips for you for November. This is just the condensed version. I encourage you to check out our November tips playlist for all of these in a little bit more detail. But tip number one, if you applied to the Stanford GSB and you are still waiting for an interview invitation, do not give up hope. Remember, the GSB has told you that they extend interview invitations from mid-September to mid-November. We are not yet at mid-November. And I assure you, I have had a number of clients through the years who have received an interview invitation at that very last day. They'd all but given up hope, and lots of them have gotten in. So don't read this for anything, just stay positive until you are told to give up hope. That's tip number one. Tip number two, if you applied to schools in round one and you have gotten through the interview stage and you're now starting to stress because you have nothing to fill your time until the final decisions come out in the middle of December, really don't do anything more. There's often this tendency to say, what else can I do? Now, should I ask people to call the school on my behalf? Should I go visit admissions? And it's a firm and resounding no from me. You have worked so hard on your application. You have to trust the system. They've gotten your written application. They've gotten your interview. It's out of your hands now. So go enjoy life, keep living, and wait until December. Just put it out of your mind, but you don't want to turn an existing maybe into a big no because you have just been way too overeager. Tip number three, this pertains to those of you who applied to some schools in round one and are waiting for outcomes to determine what you're going to do in round two. Maybe you've had some round one interviews, you're feeling slightly bullish, and maybe you don't want to start your round two applications. I really would. You're running out of time, and the last thing I want to happen to you is for you to get bad news in December and then you're in a total scramble and a depressed scramble. So start those round two schools now, even before you've gotten any more indication from the round one schools as to what they'll decide. That will lead to much stronger applications in round two, I promise you. And then on the topic of round two, that leads me to my final two tips. For those of you who are targeting schools in round two, really, you are getting late to the game and I don't want you to be rushing over the holidays. So now is the time to be working on your essays, your resume. By December, you're going to be working on those short answers. You want to really kick off this process so that all of your essays have time to grow and develop. Yes, I speak to them like they are an object or a person, but that's what they are. You need to give them time to really, for your own learning to be sharper and your reflection to become clear in those essays. So get started now. And the final tip, same goes with your recommenders. Don't wait until December to ask your recommenders to write letters of recommendation. They do not want to be writing these letters over the holidays, and you don't want to ask them to do that. So make sure you're asking them now so you can kick off really project managing them so that you have letters submitted on your behalf by the middle of December. No stress involved. That's it for November. Stay tuned and definitely check out the extended videos on each of these topics for more guidance. Thanks.